at least. Want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, did you go and ask Tabby for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever she's got on hand. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, as long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Looks like I'm on kitchen duty. Oh, that's why. I forgot the last things they told me to do. I gotta help around the reach. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Okay, you don't gotta be snappy with me. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. I beg your pardon? The woman who bested Gaius von Balzar wishes to offer me her assistance? I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man. In which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log. And Ceres, thank you for your service, now and ever after. My God, I gotta talk to a lot of people. Ooh, fragrant herbs. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? There's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Come on. Get you ooh, over there. And make some herb. What's our vendors over here? Lots and lots of vendors. Ananta Battle Maid. There, she's a. What do you want? You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. Do not know. In number 5 in all, these would-be warriors, send them unto me. Did you chance to find? There's a sneaky snake. Try again. Try again. Why? Why indeed? To save lives perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Pants. What is this place? I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Oh. Hug Hawk. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with him or not, and if you're with him, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship. You live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land. Like it's not, but that's the choice. For me, I'd rather die here. Kind of funny that the song for this area is Imperial anthem also. Or maybe the Imperials took this song as their anthem as they made it this land. Huh? Training? God, I was so busy practicing to impress the others I completely forgot. Thank you. So many Dargans. Ow! Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamico should be a monarchy or a republic, I neglected to attend my training. How silly I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is... Got your herbs. Oh, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? Thanks. That'll do nicely, and sorry to impose upon you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But no, to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes. It's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake. As we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Teacher calls for me? See, we were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see, and... Ah yes, of course, there's no time. If you would excuse me. Go and get your training, boy. Where is this guy? Hey, but where is he? I got this, right? It's up here somewhere, but I can't. Ah, he was right here. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Gotta steal yourself a little bit more than that. Rotmar. Why'd I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend that Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke up before I could stop him, wanted to get a foam of steel in the gut for his troubles. On my way here, and that was that. Oh. That was a dungeon. Well met, Sarah's. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Yep, I got your journal over here. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. You must never forget, my friend. Never. Look at all these chocobos. Chocobo, chocobo. Chocobo, chocobo. Chocobo. All the recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. Alright. New geese. Yeah. Damn it all, where could he have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Aye, I'd been him. I had it this morning, not that much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the Officer's Pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. And it probably means a lot to you. Oh god. Wow, where is it? Oh look, it's right there. Ow, gotta get through. I swear I searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. Don't worry, boy, I got it. 7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, sister. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And then Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground. The mad bastard. After him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture, as my mother taught me. What on you? Helped a bunch of people out. And with that, another task is complete. Sirs, I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. Pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Minago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Velodina, to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Casham Organs before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I'll wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kyle and Yastola will wish to remain here to support the Kyvergians, but nevertheless we should go and ask them. Yeah. I'm currently equipped with the best gear that I can. Hello. Is aught amiss? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide that part he or she would play. I'll fight. For Alamigo, for my father, for Ida, a minute to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. It will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belzar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require any renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served since first I pledged to serve Master Louisoix in the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Minfilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Yastola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Ceres, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the woman who slew Gaius van Belzar and some half-dozen Primal. Besides, your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulders. But you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. Alfie, I could call him Alfie. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. Indeed, as you have doubtless seen during your time in the outlying villages, their so-called meritocracy is but a pretext to torture and enslave their lesser subjects. Such is the fate that awaits us all should their expansion continue unchecked. Take care, Yastola, Cryo. Do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. At least, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Minago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Ares? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure you could convince Minago to wait a little longer. Don't worry, I'll be there. What is that bird? My god, look at that thing. Sick as hell. So you'll be accompanying us? Feel glad am I to hear it. That? Excellent. Then let us be off. Okay. Raban, I am here. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot? Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Velodina. Capture Velodina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are to ever push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, want Velodina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know of this one's. Is there no objection, General? Might the Scions join Marshal Terrapin? By all means. That is all. Let us be about it. Let's go kick some ass. Conrad and the General are one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how we would like to proceed. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Oh, the destination is beyond East End, just north of Velodina. Ooh, gal. Looks like I'm going to new places. Oh, I'll go this way. Hopefully I'm able to go through here. Oh, please don't hit. Damn. I got my help on. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at ready. In the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Velodina, several cutscenes will play in subsequence. It is required that you set aside sufficient time to view these sessions. Oh yes, I'm for movies.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Oh no!
Meffred! Hell take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Oh fuck, I thought that was a minigun for a second.
7 hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. A magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
How? Yashola!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Cryle!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
How'd they know that was there though? I wonder if she knew the entire time.
It's all over now!
I got you. Sorry, all y'all. Heroes came from nowhere, started cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements are on the way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Can't like that thing. Too. Those monsters, these people had surrendered. Not too late for the others. We must hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
Yes, just funnel into me. They took Lise and the others deeper inside. You got where I'm going. Aha. I'll get you. Haha, you can't fucking take me on, bitch ass.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help. My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Kick your ass, buddy boy. Just wait. Just you wait.
As one!
Maybe not. Goddamn.
Be gone!
Oh Jesus, fuck.
Give me something to remember.
Am I gonna get any help? Oh god. How long I have to survive this? It's just gonna. Uh-huh.
Don't stop now.
That thing again. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh, okay. It was just scripted like that. Jesus Christ, he's strong as hell.
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lass?
Well enough. Next time he will pay.
Aye. I do not doubt it.
I mean, I was holding my own pretty good there. A few more hours, and I would have taken him down.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
God damn. You did well, Ceres. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Teach the wounded, Ceres. If they live, help them. If not, move on. But I can. Alfred lies motionless, having breathed his last, clenched it in his fist as a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. Now I'll go. Meffred, where are you? Meffred's gone, I'm afraid. This is dead, isn't he? Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarrymill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. No logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle we can do but our best. As he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphinaud said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rogger's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. They dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by a chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Arella. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Looking for supplies. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I will not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. The supplies. Miss, Marshal Terrapin said you might have something for me. Got some medical supplies to take on your journey. God be praised. They should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we will await his orders. Ishtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Cryo. I'll walk alongside, but they'll need protection in case the Guardians try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done. See you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. Castrum Oriens. I leveled up. Nature's Moon. That's that one ability, right? It increases HP recovery via healing actions for party members or self. Or a party member or self by 20%. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. This state will not be mounting an assault on Castellum Valladina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castrum Oriens. Good. We'll go and speak with General Alden. Right here. See, this what level does it have to be to get this? For 70. God. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straight ways to Specula Imperio Taurus, putting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool will turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, that this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Cashmorians. We can discuss our plans forward there. Go over there then. Kral is with the Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kral says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hope for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a good lot of people, didn't we? I saw it happen when that Skulls commander cut down Mefred. A single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. You wanna know what's the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. God's help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Please. Oh.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing 2 provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on 2 fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades.
Ooh.
Alamigo has suffered enough.
We're going to Doma? It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else, and I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Let's see that what good we few can accomplish. I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples went to journey to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free.